What up, y'all? It's your man ES the Herman Star back again with another video, and I'm here to do the Virgo full moon eclipse reading for the sign of Aquarius. Now, you may or may not have Virgo in your chart, okay? If you do have Virgo in your chart, this full moon eclipse that's happening on the 13th is going to affect primarily where Virgo is in your chart. So if you know where that is, you want to look that up. There's apps, websites, all that stuff. But wherever Virgo is in your chart, if you have Virgo placements, heavy Virgo placements, let me say, that's where this eclipse is going to affect you the most. Even if you don't have heavy Virgo in your chart at all, I believe this is going to serve you and the other signs that I read for this weekend, as an exercise for next week, because the eclipses, or this one at least, the Virgo eclipse, is about cutting things out of your life, essentially. Cutting people, it could be certain personality changes you need to cut out of your life. It can also be addition via subtraction. So it's not always just about cleaning house and taking things out, but it can be cutting things out of your life to make room for something else, someone else, something else. Again, if we're going on the personality thing, changing up your personality, cutting this attitude that you have or this way of thinking to make room for a more positive or some other type of behavior that you want to adopt in the future, right? So with that being said, that's what the eclipses pretty much serve, and you're one of the signs that are chosen by the generator. So I am going to do a reading for you. All right. Before we get into, or while I do the shuffle, the usual. If you would like a personal read, you're able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. You can find why am I repeating myself today? I feel like a freaking robot, yo. Once again, you can find my email in the description box below, as well as other links down there that can help support me. My entire book catalog, that's probably what I wanted to say, is down there. 25% off. You can see the code, the 25% off. I'll have the links, all that. Check the description box below, of course. And that promo ends, though, on the 8th. Okay, that will be the last day. And it's only in the Smashword store. And you can only get the ebook version. That is the 25% off. I got to make all this stuff clear for those who need clarity. Now, we'll get into your tarot, and then, speaking of clarity, we'll get into the oracle at the end, of course. We start off with the 8 of Swords here. Upright. Now, I like this card when it's upright because it's as easy as realizing that you're the one who is victimizing yourself in any situation. There's no one else putting you in this situation here where you feel as though you're trapped. You're trapping yourself. There's maybe a way of thinking. Hence why, with the eclipse happening next week, I'm giving y'all a head start as to why I'm doing these eclipse readings this week or this weekend as opposed to next week. I might do them if I have the time. I don't know what my Thursday is going to look like, but if it's looking like any other Thursday, it's going to be a busy one. But I'm giving y'all a head start. Y'all meaning those who are getting readings this weekend. So I'm, aiming to give y'all a head start on the eclipse, so you know what to work on. You have a little over a week to work on it and use that energy for your highest good, of course. But yeah, the 8 of Swords is someone who is very much victimizing themselves, someone who thinks that life is just dealing them a bad hand. And I'm not saying things are going perfect for you, Aquarius, but there's definitely some things that needs to end. I mean, there's a lot of ending that needs to happen. Some of it, I believe, you're stopping. Others, you're probably going to realize, that it just needs to happen. You just need to rip the Band-Aid off, per se, right? And speaking of Band-Aid and bondage, you see this woman here. She's the one, she's bondaged up and everything, but you got the swords right near you and everything. You can cut that off. You can rip all this stuff off. That bondage doesn't even look tightly wound, if you ask me. It look like tissue. You could just rip it off. But nonetheless, however life is going for you right now, you have the control. I know it's going to sound cliche, but it is. Some cliches need to be said, You have the control for how your life is going to play out during this moment in time. It's not God, it's not the universe, it's not anybody else who's dealing you a bad hand. It's you not necessarily having a different outlook on your situation, And I'm not saying that, because Aquarius are usually the ones who want to take power, so I'm going to say you need to tap into more of your Aquarius side. This is for Aquariuses, but this might be someone for an Aquarius or someone who has Aquarius in their chart. They might not be an Aquarius sun, but they have it in their chart somewhere, and they need to tap into their Aquarian, side. It could be an Aquarius who has lost their way in a sense, because this is the total opposite. I'm just going to keep it like this is the total opposite of what Aquarius would do or feel. This, though, is how Aquarius is when they're in their highest power will react. Take control. Face those fears. Believe that they can get themselves out of any sticky situation they believe they're in. Any bad hand they believe God has dealt them, and they're the one that's like, I'm going to get myself up out of here. So that is truly, this is truly what an Aquarius would do in their power. But again, it showed up upright, so it's someone out there who doesn't necessarily understand that about themselves. And if I can help you encourage you to understand that, then my job here is done. You have 2 more cards, so we'll get into it. We have the Death card in reverse. Again, stagnation, fear of change. This is why I say that you are the one necessarily stopping yourself from making the appropriate changes. Change is going to come, or needs to come. Let me put it that way. But you have to allow it. You have to be honest that whatever isn't serving you right now isn't serving you. I think, and you are an Aquarius for sure, because Aquariuses don't give up easy either. And I think if I am, again, just channeling what I believe is happening here, I believe you got yourself into something. Or you may have started something. Whether you got yourself into it, started it, same thing, right? Or can be the same thing, right? But you're in something right now, and this thing isn't necessarily bringing you joy. It's not giving you what you thought you would get from it when you first got into it, when you first started it. But you don't want to quit, because the Aquarius in you is telling you got to keep going, you got to tough it out. Again, that is very much Aquarius energy. We take control. We're going to get into it. But like the song says, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. That doesn't make you some punk. It doesn't make you a failure. You gave it your all. You gave it a try. It's not giving you what you wanted. So why continue to waste your time with it? There's nothing wrong with saying, I got to do away with this thing. This is me speaking, saying all this. There is nothing wrong with saying, hey, I got to do away with this because it's not giving me what I wanted. I tried to give it a chance. So you're not going to be less of an Aquarius or less of an achiever. Let me put it that way. If you simply just allow this thing to fall. As the Tower it says, if you allow it to just happen, things might seem ugly. You might disappoint a lot of folk. A lot of things around you might fall because you giving up or you're letting go. And I'm going to still say giving up, because giving up gets a negative connotation. Personally speaking, I believe so. That could be a video for some other time. But, you know, because you're walking away from this situation, it's going to cause a lot of calamity here. But it's needed. It's needed for your highest good. Do you want to continue on doing something to please other people, to not look like a quitter in front of other people, in front of your eyes especially? Because I believe it's more so you don't want to disappoint yourself. You've been telling yourself, with the conditioning that you may have grown up around and life in general and society, telling you if you don't tough things out, you're a quitter. Yeah, that's true. Depending on the situation, some things we're meant to, you know, go through some type of adversity that makes us tougher. I don't think this is a situation here though, where you're meant to go through this adversity. This adversity is not serving a purpose of making you stronger. It's actually making you weaker. And I think you know that, but there's still that side of you that's telling you, if I continue on with this, or if I stop doing this, I'm a quitter, I'm a failure. You're not. I don't know what else to tell you other than you're not. You know? We'll get into the oracle cards here. Before I choose a card, I would like to remind you to please hit that like button. Share as well. This is a very intense reading. I'm so glad you're the last one for the day, because woof, this is pretty intense right here, Aquarius. I ain't gonna lie. So please hit that like, share, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and comment. How does this relate to you as well? Okay. So the card that you got is planning phase. Once again, planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. I'm going to read that again for you. This is the perfect card for you. And look at it. Look at that. Chess pieces. Are you one of those chestnut checker anyways? No, but for real. Look at it. This is what you need to do. I'm going to read it one more time. Planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so you may turn your goals into reality. Slam it down. Dominoes, ho. Anyways, didn't want to call you a ho. Anyways, in all seriousness, this is what you need to do here. This is exactly what you need to do here. Let that tower fall so you can give yourself room to plan, room to make room for what you need in your future. You know, the goals that you have. Once again, I got to reiterate to you, because I feel as though I know how the Aquarius mind is. Trust me, I know. You feel as though you're a quitter if you're giving up on this thing. I'm here to tell you right now, you're not a quitter. It doesn't matter how many times in this video or how many times in general I tell you, you are not a quitter, you're not a failure. If you don't truly believe that, I can't do nothing for you. I can't do anything other than what I'm doing here right now. So hopefully this does help out with your self-esteem, with your situation in general. If you would like to book a personal read, you're able to book that by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. All right. Check out the other links down there as well. By the way, you reach out to me, I don't reach out to you. Anyone reaching out to you claiming to be me, giving you reads or anything else is a scammer. I only do reads, and also I will not reach out to you. Now, The things that aren't a scam are the links in the description box below. Ways you can support me. Once again, my books, my entire catalog, you can find each book 25% off. That promo ends on the 8th though. So you have today and tomorrow, from when I'm recording this, of course, to capitalize off of getting a discount for my ebooks for the books that I have out right now. That's only in the Smashwords store, by the way. It's their promo, so they're only doing it in their store. If you find my book on the other stores, you're not going to see the promo deal. Okay, you can't use the promo code in their checkout. It only works on Smashwords. So I'll have the appropriate links down there and a discount code down there as well. Capitalize off of that if you would like that. That's a way you can support me and the channel. Other ways you can support me and the channel is to simply like, comment, share, subscribe, and watch these videos when they come out. Okay? Until next time, until next video, you see me when you see me. Peace out.